I rise with a heavy heart. Gary Wayne Archuleta passed away on February 23rd, 2022 at the age of 71. He lived a wonderful life of service to others and was loved by many, including his wife Connie and his daughter Katherine and Angela. After attending school in Oroville, Gary Archuleta served his country for 5 years in the U.S. Air Force. He then worked as a valued employee at the City of Oroville Parks Department for 22 years. Gary retired from the department when he was elected as the vice chair of the Mooretown Rancheria, and later elected as the chairman of the Mooretown Rancheria for 20 years until 2016. Gary was an active participant in local and state federal fronts, working hard to ensure tribal self-governance and with efforts to support and expand opportunities for Native Americans and Indian gaming associations. Northern California's Circle Indian Housing Authority and the Feather River Tribal Health, he appeared in commercials supporting Indian gaming at the time when the issue was on the California state ballots. Representing his people with grace, he was a humble, kind, and generous man who felt strongly about improving the opportunities for indigenous people. I'd like to share a story about Gary. He's a personal friend of mine. Assemblymember Reggie Jones Sawyer and I sat on the Boys and Men of Color committee, and we had the first conference actually at Mooretown in the northern part of the state a couple of years ago. And we found, with Gary's help, we had the Native American boys come and speak to us, and we found that the highest suicide rate in California for men 18 to 25 was actually Native Americans. And Gary championed getting peers for those young men and was really dedicated to his people. So I just want to say with a heavy heart, he's really going to be missed by me and the community. I ask that we adjourn in his memory.
Thank you, Senator Dahle. Senator Nielsen on this as well.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, I too rise with a heavy heart. Gary Archuleta was a true leader, a man with a great heart who cared about his community and his people. He would work for the city of Oroville for many years, was a good steward of that community, exerting leadership as Oroville became a preferred location rather than a shunned city. Gary helped lead that transition and change of that fine community. He also was a leader within his tribe, speaking Indian issues everywhere, campaigning for some of the initiatives that were important to the tribal communities, traveling the state, doing ads, advocating. Gary was a true leader. We will miss him. We wish his family well. Our prayers are with him. And I know, Lord, will be smiling on his great heart.
Thank you, Senator. On behalf of the California State Senate, we extend our condolences and we ask that you bring the name forward so Mr. Archuleta can be properly memorialized.